Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment with me, Bardon, the nameless one, Mort, and Dakon. And our special guest today is Nestor, who has an extra ear in his pocket. And last time we spotted someone who it may belong to, so let's get ourselves out the door.
I'm gone.
Okay, so let's deal with these thugs, because they're not going to leave us alone until we do something. There's one. Second guy, and then this guy over here.
Die.
Okay, nice. And then you.
Rock sings true.
Okay, so we got some copper. We should have been checking all the other bodies actually in the other place, but I had a feeling that they just had stuff like rusty daggers. But we'll take the bronze ring, and then yeah, let's go talk to One Ear who was over here. There we are. Okay. Hello, One Ear.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief.
You see it.
Natural. Casual.
Okay, thanks, Mort. We'll definitely be casual. You see a shady looking fellow standing before you, picking his teeth with what appears to be a tiny metal fork. His chest is covered by patchwork armor adorned with large spikes, and a long knife hangs at his side. You notice he's missing his right ear. Greetings!
Updated my journal.
He regards you coolly from the shadows as if sizing you up. I said Greetings. What's the matter? Your other ear not working? The one-eared tiefling scowls at you threateningly. Pike off, Burke. I'll have your guts for garters. How did he lose that ear? What did you just say? His right hand drifts to the hilt of his knife. Just curious, behind every scar is a good tale. As you can see, I speak from experience. It do look as though you've seen your share of slashing. He manages a small chuckle, then runs his fingers across the scars on the side of his head. At least you still have both ears. What happened? A while back, I bobbed an old pensioner sod. His face takes on a sullen expression as he begins to relate the tale. The silly blighter wouldn't go along with it. Go on. So I has to get rough with the old sod. And while we was scrapping, he gets a hold of my ear and bites it clean off. Then what happened? What do you think happened? The barmy sod bit me ear off, so I thumped his skull and put him in the dead book. I'm right sorry I did too. He glanced around nervously before continuing. I think his spirit's haunting me. Haunting you? He nods and quickly traces a semicircle over his heart. Aye, 'tis true. Sometimes I hear his voice in me head, cursing and telling me how he's waiting for me. Scares the pants off me, it does. Maybe I can help you lay his spirit to rest, stop him from haunting you. He takes a step back from you and cocks his head slightly. You can do that? How? Give me what you stole for him, and I'll see to it that he goes away. I dinna know what you're talking about, Burke. He glares at you angrily. Now I suggest you get your mangled carcass out of my sight before I carve my name into you. Certainly, just give me the fork you stole from him, and I'll be on my way. With a flash of movement too quick to follow, he whips his knife from his sheath and begins waving it menacingly before you. Why don't you come and take it from me, Burke? Why don't you put the blade away before you get hurt? Yeah, sure. You sure do have a sharp tongue, Burke. I think I'll cut it out and feed it to you. He lunges at you, his knife leading the way. Defend yourself. Okay, more sort this guy out. Nameless one is
Endure. I shall serve.
not doing too well.
I'm gone.
Come on, Mort. Sort him out. Back
I
on
hear
you.
your
Oh, there we go.
words. Your will be done.
Okay, let's take the fork. The high quality stiletto. That's definitely something.
I will hear you.
Let's give that to you. Okay, and then let's have a look at it. 1 to 4 piercing, 1 weight, 1 speed. So it's 2 to 5, 1 speed. Yes, so it's not that good, but it's something to sell, I guess. Okay, well, let's
I
go
shall
back
serve.
to Nestor. I was hoping not to kill the guy. I was trying to avoid it as much as possible, but he just seemed that he was definitely up for a fight. And I didn't want to lie either. I guess if I had lied, maybe we would have done it, but let's continue here with Nestor. The old man stops his frantic pacing and glances at you nervously. Fork, fork, fork. Can't go home without my fork. Is this the fork you speak of? Nestor hastily snatches up the fork. My fork, 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 hoo. He hops up and down excitedly, waving the fork back and forth in an elaborate pattern above his head as if he were performing some sort of ritual. Now I can go home. Farewell, hoo. Farewell, Nestor. Nestor turns to leave, then, as if struck with some afterthought, he turns back around and hands you a scrap of something soft and rubbery. The severed ear. Upon closer examination, you notice that there is an earring still dangling from it. Pocket the earring and discard the rotting piece of flesh.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so we got a new earring. Okay, so let's have a look at this new earring. Someone should use. Actually, I should have. 2 to 7. But the speed is 10, that's not very good. Okay. Battle axe. 1 to 8, speed 7, yeah, not good either. Okay, so where is this earring? 1 ear's earring. Okay, this small earring is made from polished obsidian. Despite the smoothness of its surface, it reflects no light whatsoever. Let's identify. Oh, we don't have any way to identify. Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep it for now. These bronze rings don't seem to do anything either. Okay, so let's get ourselves out the door. Now, what else are we going to do?
All right.
Let's see what's up this way. So they look like thugs. Okay. There's someone called Fleece over there. Let's go talk to Fleece. Wonder if he's gonna fleece us. And that pun is dedicated to my buddy Game Night, who loves puns, especially bad ones just like that. You see a man who is looking around at the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and is mumbling to himself. Greetings. The man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. He chuckles uncomfortably. I'm afraid this area of the city is somewhat... He glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me, perchance? Certainly. Where are you trying to go? I seek the house of my Aunt Marguerite. She is reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. Do you know of the house of which I speak? Aunt Marguerite. No, I haven't actually. I'm afraid that I have never heard of such a place. The man frowns in disappointment. Ah, I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. He nods slightly and thanks. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It is most welcome on these streets. Farewell. You are about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. You can't be sure, but you think he might have taken something from you. So we could grab his hand, we could say, hey, what do you think you're doing? Let's grab his hand. You're not fast enough, he yanks his hand back before you can grab it. With a yelp he bolts, running down the street. Alright then. Okay, let's get this little shit. Come back here with our 5 coppers.
Did you see that?
Oh, that was a bit too easy. We can't actually interact. Ah, we can now. Okay, let's head back in there. Where's he gone? We lost his body and, more importantly, our 5 coppers. That's terrible.
I'm gone.
Okay, let's hide tout. Okay, let's leave you alone. We don't need any company, thank you. Collector. Okay, let's deal with these thugs. Who's this up here, by the way? Ah, that's Mar. Okay. So we still haven't delivered the box, Mar, that you stuck us with. It's weird how everybody goes into, like, goes into the stance to fight once we're engaging those guys. Bronze ring, okay. And this guy, a bronze bracelet. Okay, so that's just full again. So let's divide some stuff around. Okay, Dakon, you're the new guy, so you get to keep all of this shit. There you go. Okay, we've been in there. That's to somewhere else. Mars in there. That's to somewhere else. Yeah, this is a pretty small area here. So let's go down this way. Okay, so we're still in the hive.
I'm gone.
Can't go up that way. Okay, so let's go down this way then. Okay. No one so far. Oh, Hive Merchant. Maybe we can sell some crap to you. This older merchant has a worldly look to him. His deep voice is gentle but confident. Ah, hello there. Are you ready to sample some of the most delectable treats from across the plains? What do you have? All manner of delicacies to delight your palate. My good man. Arborean fire seeds, garbar roots, Elsian pears, crimson lotus petals, Bitopian shepherd's bread, shift spice from the chaos of limbo, and sea plums are what I have at the moment. Merely 5 coppers for a taste of anything you'd like. Okay, let's purchase. No, nothing for me. I thought we'd be able to sell stuff to you, but apparently we can't. Okay. Okay, so we got you, Hive Dweller, Hive merchant, hive dweller, hive dweller, hive merchant, merchant. Giscorl, okay. Who are you? Okay. Okay, so let's start over here with Giscorl. You see a spindly looking merchant with a brush of grey and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly coloured robes, so much that he looks like a flag with arms and legs. He is shaking slightly as you watch. Greetings. I, Giscorl. He bows and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are twisted mass black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. What are you selling? Giscord buy cloth. Giscord voice ticks like a clock, flat and measured. Giscord sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and he gestures at his layers of clothing with shaking hands. Wear cloth. Can I see what you have? Okay, yeah, so oh, cloth charm. Nice, so we can buy some bandages, definitely. So we've got one bandage, one needle and thread. Okay, and then we've got one cloth charm. So we've only got, we might as well take the rag, I guess. Is that the only thing we can sell to you? Bone charm, corpse fly. Well, it's the lowest, I guess, so actually no, let's not do that. Let's just buy it for copper. Okay, let's do that, and then let's see. Can I see what you have? Let's sell that to you. Okay, good. Now let's buy that. Okay, then do we really need the needle and thread on? Like, what is it used for? Okay, yeah, so I guess it works the same way as the bandage. And how many? Let's just buy a bunch of bandages then. Doesn't seem to be a way to get multiple at one time. Oh, we can. There we go. Just as I said it. Let's buy 10. Okay, good. Buy those. Right, so bandages shouldn't be a problem for a while now, at least. That's good. So, let's see if we can sell some stuff from him. No, that's the same inventory, isn't it? Yeah, so we're gonna have to trade and then do it. Okay, let's see if he'll, I imagine he won't take a bronze ring, but we'll see. And let's keep that for now. Okay, let's give those to you, and let's just see, let's use, yeah, so it's just a healing item. Okay, that's good to know.
Your will be done.
Now let's see if he'll buy a ring from us. No, he won't. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's go through the rest of the merchants then. Got Hive Merchant. This attractive young woman is smiling and beckoning all passers-by as she calls out the virtues of her goods. Plates, jugs, cups, tankards, drink from the goblet of the finest lords. Upon seeing you, she waves you over, as if you were an acquaintance. May I see what you're selling? I sell plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery and the like, sir. All of quality, sir, the finest. She steps back and lifts the lid of the crate on the wagon behind her. Please look over my goods. Should you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's step closer. You peer into the crate. It's full of plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery and the like. They look to be varying degrees of quality, but some of it appears quite nice. As you're looking them over, she presses up against you. See anything you like, sir? Her long waving hair brushing against your shoulder smells faintly sweet, like vanilla. Where does this all come from? She flashes a wicked grin. My lovers are all burglars, sir. These goods are pilfered from the homes of Sigil nobles. Upon seeing your expression, she laughs sweetly. A jest, sir, merely. My father and brother are thinkers. These are wares which are discarded from the nobles' manors and made good by them once more. I see. I had some questions. Oh, sir, but wait. She puts her hand on your forearm. Her touch is light as a feather. Are you sure there's nothing you need? Surely something from your own home or a gift. For your own home or a gift. She bites her lip coyly, cocking her head slightly. She seems a bit off. She's like that guy Fleece, I think. No, nothing I need. My questions? She looks so sad, you're nearly stricken with guilt. Slowly she lowers the lid of the crate. Sorry, sir. I have no time for questions. I must sell what I can before the day is done, for my family is large and hungry. I understand. Farewell. Okay, so who's next? Hide merchant. Let's go talk to you.
Just taste them all over here.
Jump, limb, jump. The merchant seems to suddenly notice you. Oh, greetings. Would you like to purchase one of these playful gambling limlims, my lord? Not yet, just what are these limlims? They are from the outlands, my lord. Neither holy insect nor animal. They are friendly, playful, and quite loyal. He takes a sidelong glance at the limlims, then leans close to whisper. Pretty tasty too, in a pinch. Interesting. I had some other questions. The only question I'll answer, I'm afraid, are about the limlims, my lord. Farewell then. Okay, so who else are we going to talk to? Hive Dweller. Okay, we got... Oh, there's Craddock.
Gelid Hydra eyeballs in aspic. Give it a try.
It's the guy we're supposed to deliver a message to, so let's talk to him before we talk to anyone else. You see a huge man watching the area with a tight-lipped frown and narrow eyes. He is hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings. The man glances down at you, and his frown deepens. Aye, what are you snipping round here for? You Craddock? Mayhap. He studies your face, as if trying to recall you. If I am, what be it to ye? I come in a message from Bane the Sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the third day, or there will be a penalty. By the hells! Can they be such fools that they think we can miracle it there? Alright then, your message has found its way to the right ears, for all the good it'll do. What's the problem? Look around ye. Craddock nods to the labourers in the marketplace, then scowls. These luggers and half-wits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs doing in half the time. Do you need any help? I'll tell you what I need. All my men to show up for work. Jalail's gone missing since this morning, and I need him back now. Jalai, I guess it is. Jalai, where did he go? That high-bred goat is probably passed out on the streets somewhere by the smouldering corpse, when he should be here helping us, worthless sod. I could go find him for you. Oh, you could ye? Craddock squints at you. And now, why would ye be doing that? You need to help, don't you? It doesn't sound like you can spare the time to go looking for him, and there's work to be done. Craddock is silent for a moment, then nods. Aye. You find Jalai, you tell him to drag his worthless, bud-ridden hide here. I'll pay ye for your trouble. He frowns. When you found him. Now git. You said he's likely by the smoldering corpse. Where's that? Well, we already know where it is, but I'm going to ask him.
Updated my journal.
It's south and east of here. Head through the southeast gate, then head east for about a block. It's got a mess of drunks outside, can't miss it. July's most like somewhere around there. Alright, I'll go look for him. Farewell. Well, we won't go look for him immediately though, because I want to talk to some more of the... So, I want to talk to Porphyria. Porphyria, okay. This grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. She's a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and the surrounding foot traffic. Okay, I guess we just have to leave her alone.
We have the best blades in town.
Hive Dweller. Gaura. Okay, let's talk to you. You see a thin, yellow-skinned humanoid, covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. Greetings. He's about to speak when his eyes, shining and black like orbs of jet, fall upon Dakon. The two of them stare silently at one another for a moment before the tattoo Gitzerai gaze returns to you. His voice is low and raspy. Gauha greets you. You have come to play a game, yes? No, but I have some questions. Gauha's smile fades in an instant. He shakes his head. No interest in questions have I, only the game. The turning of the die, the glint of the coin, won or lost, yes? He shakes the bone dice in his palm. You have no interest in these things? Let's play once just to see what it is. Gauha reaches into his tunic and pulls out a coin. This coin, your coin. He places it at your feet and pulls out another. This coin, Goa's coin. He places it at his own feet, then holds up two dice between his thumb and index finger. The dice, we both roll one, yes? Go on. You roll higher, both coins. He snatches the coins up from the ground and proffers them to you. Yours. Go roll higher. He quickly tucks the copper back into his tunic. Mine. Neither rolls higher. The coins stay for under roll. So, how much coin will lie at your feet? Let's bet 5 coppers. We don't want to be like the skinflint doing only one, but we don't want to be like, someone who spends their whole life in Las Vegas, losing their money every day, putting into slot machines and stuff like that. So 5 coppers seems like a decent bet. See that? You both roll the dice until Goa rolls higher. He snatches up your coin, tucking them into his tunic. He seems to hesitate for a moment and speaks. Again, yes? Wait, is something wrong? Goa regards you closely for a moment and nods. Never do I indulge in Hashma's folly. Never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune. Read it. Know it in the face of a man. However, in you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck, no fortune, neither good nor ill. Or you make your own, perhaps. I do not know. He places his dice back in his tunic. We might play later, perhaps, but no more this moment. Alright, farewell. Okay, labourer. Who we got over here? Got Rock. Is it Reekwind? Reekwind. Reekwind, that doesn't sound very nice.
We have the best blades in town.
Poor old Mort stuck all the way over there. This man is looking at you with a strange bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge, so huge they look ready to pop out of his socket and roll across the cobblestones. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird, As you near him, you suddenly notice the smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Yeah, Reekwind. Greetings. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on the sleeve, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotted gums. Stories for coins, sir. His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored inside his mouth. Stories for coin? Who are you? The man snorts, thick with phlegm. Names, names. Who are you? Who are you? His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Names, dangerous. Dangerous. He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous? Knowing a name or being stuck with one, both's a mess of trouble. He looks back at you. My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you become conscious of the reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surrounds him. A given name, a given name. Is that your real name? Not my true name, true name. Reekwind mumbles on, his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's a dangerous thing, gives others power. He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags his finger. Keep your name secret, keep it close, never let it out. What do you mean? Names are like smells. Things can track you with them. Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull. As he does, his cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly, as if to accentuate his point. If someone knows the true name, it gives them power. He licks his lips. The power of hurt. The power to hurt. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind's eyes widen. Seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger makes you uneasy. Then you are blessed. Remain nameless, and you shall be as a spirit on the plains, untraceable, unseen, undiscovered. He smacks his gums wetly. A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you. Have you been hurt? Reekwind gives a twitching nod and scratches himself. Let my name slip once, only once. His eyes film over as if the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you a story I will, but 3 coppers must I see. His face splits into a smile as he says the words coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Very well, here's 3 coppers. Reekwind gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then with a grunt, his face clenches, then with a grunt, he breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed eye. Walk the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passers-by. Let's listen.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind freezes, his arms akimbo. Cross paths with a crossed one. Had the looking of a pumpkin his seeds. Curses. Reekwind then thrusts his belly out as if to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palm so he looks almost bald, and begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks about, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses, this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Reekwind tosses an invisible curse at you. Stuffy persona. Let's listen some more. Knew my name, let it slip I had. All it took it all. He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples, and Reekwind breaks wind violently, then exhales, filling the air with his foul-reeking breath. Cursed with stenches, smells, excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Now Reekwind is the name, given name. I see, I had some other questions. Let's see. No, not really, actually. So let's just say farewell. And from myself, the nameless one, Mort, Dakon, and Reekwind here, it is farewell because it's the end of this video. But we all really do hope to see you next time. Goodbye.